All right.
Hook 'em horns. Hook 'em horns. So Marcus, as you do have duty of thumbnail. So Marcus, what inspired your thumbnail this week?
They showed Matthew McConaughey 572 times on this goddamn SmackDown, and I don't believe Matthew McConaughey deserves this type of show. Well, and I'm the positive one.
Yeah, we're going to talk about SmackDown. But before then, we have...
Before you jump ahead to anything, Eric, I know I'm not black, but people are calling this man Raheem. I want to strip away the Raheem because if you're a self-respecting black man, you do not wear dunks. You wear J's, you wear Jordan 1s, you do not wear dunks. You know, Cody, you are no longer Raheem.
You know, before Manny even spoke, Marcus, and he started speaking, I was like, he's gonna talk about his shoes. I know he was. That might be the Latin in him, Manny. That's just nothing but the Latin.
He's trying to. Cody ain't gonna claim that Latin side no more in this new America right now. Shoot, it don't matter if Cody was born here. We may kick his ass out.
Now, Marcus, before we even introduce ourselves, I will give the floor to the man below us. Please, sir, please explain to us what's going on and why you have your title.
Well, I am furious that WWE, since I believe September, has not acknowledged myself, Marcus the Grand Finale, and Eric the Hater's declarations,
yes,
to enter the Royal Rumble. So therefore, I have stolen the Big Gold World Heavyweight title, and I declare myself the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah!
Anyone want some? Come find me. I'll stab you in the jaw.
Exactly.
Wait, but stand by the
Ricochet? After this week, if everybody...
I didn't realize you were Filipino Ricochet.
Everybody and their mama to be able to clear for stuff and being acknowledged. Damn it, we declared. Anyway, I'm Eric.
Oh, I'm the racially ambiguous World Heavyweight Champion, Lord Manny Hayes.
I thought you was Dutch Manny Tail.
I thought you were Bucky Manny Tail. All right, change.
In the meeting, he Dutch Manny Tail. I could be Dutch, but when
I didn't know. We didn't know it was gonna be a private show.
Accent. My name's Dutch, and I'm from the 1800s.
What accent is that? Where are you from with that accent? I worked on steam train. Dutch. Sound like you're doing a Whiskey Pete impersonation from
Mark, can you introduce
Story.
yourself so I can ask Manny a very important question?
I am someone who's been ignored for far too long as a human being, as a person, and as a professional wrestler. And I believe I should not be someone that to be taken in jest or disrespect. When we declared to be in that Royal Rumble match, I took 17 weeks of my life to get in the best shape of my life. That no one's ever going to be able to throw me over. And by shape, I mean I just kept eating. I took all the time. Now, I am prepared for the entire 29 other men. Yes, the entire 29 other men to throw my fat ass over the rope because they won't be able to do it. I was going to be a force to be reckoned with. So, Mr. Paul Levesque, Mr. Lee Fitting, Mr. Nick Khan, Mr. Ari Emanuel, whoever, I don't know if I said that, Dana White, I'm coming for you. Okay, I am entering the Royal Rumble match as the 31st man. Nobody gonna stop me. You ain't stopping me. And you know what? For Eric purposes, I'm gonna say bitch.
I don't say that no more. I haven't said that word in almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Powerhouse Marcus Wrestler. Big boot. All house. No power.
Marcus still mad about that email.
You know from last week he's the very basic.
Yeah. His office is tragically basic.
Oh shit, that wasn't a week ago.
His axe handles.
I gotta rake in the back.
We have
as Jimmy Uso told him this week, Carmelo. It only take 3 moves to beat his ass. Shit.
Wait, we have a jam-packed show for you guys this week, and you know we're gonna start. What, Manny, let
him sell the shit, okay?
Manny. Sometimes you gotta oversell and underdeliver, buddy. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay?
You know what? We got 75% off on all stuff today.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me preference with
just lie to the people.
I told Eric, and I was being upfront. I fell asleep in the final hour of SmackDown.
And you missed nothing.
During the day, and he said you might as well have slept through the entire.
You should have. That's why.
So don't let him try and fool you and say, "Oh,
I'm going to be positive."
No. So Manny, you have to understand. I'm not trying to bank this entire show off of a SmackDown coverage. I'm trying to talk about other conversation, which tangents we're going to go off of. You know, who we gonna say I can't stand this motherfucker.
I'm here to represent. I am here to represent SmackDown as a positive show.
All right, whatever.
They've not acknowledged you for 5 months. Why are you defending them?
So, Manny, why are you talking like you had a baseball game with tobacco in your mouth? You've been your limit since Thanksgiving.
It's for the audio listeners. My name's Dutch.
I've already proven to you guys that you guys missed the dog this week, and I brought that.
That dog was not there. That dog is AI. That's not a real dog.
But let's
not a real dog. A real dog catches bounties, okay? A real dog catches bounties.
That has been built between WWE and TNA Wrestling. They announced this relationship, and a lot of people had opinions of why this relationship took place. I believe Dave on his thing talked about how WWE decided to merge.
Why do we refer to him as Dave? I don't. You know what?
Can we also say Dave's podcast is a speculation podcast?
I know it is speculation.
Dave, it's all like yeah. Maybe.
All right, Glorilla.
And that's what they're gonna do.
But pretty much he alluded to. He said the reason why this relationship took place is because now WWE can try to get into markets where their product is not at, and use TNA as a way to do that to kind of push AEW out of market.
That can't be a statement. Go ahead, Manny.
No, it's not just push it in product. It's you know how internationally WWE is on Netflix for everything.
Yeah,
that means they've come off TV stations. What they're planning on doing is getting allegedly, it's his speculation, is get TNA into those markets on those TV stations, so AEW can't get into those markets on the space, the void that's been left by WWE moving to Netflix International, is filled a void with TNA Wrestling. But if you do that, you need to get other shit on there, and you need to improve the production value on this shit because it just still looks like a cloudy indie to me.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the announcement of WWE being on Genesis, it might have helped them save tickets. But I know people are already painting the E as being evil. But I'm like, they're trying to make money. Nothing stopped Tony from doing this, but he didn't.
Tony could have bought it allegedly, Tony could have bought TNA in 2018, but he didn't.
Why?
Because he wanted to set up AEW.
Oh, okay.
He wants to start his own shit. I don't want that damaged TNA. TNA.
I like
TNA.
The ball,
again, the history. Give a short history of TNA. It was here. There was AJ Styles. There was a triple threat match. This somewhere in between all that.
There was that triple threat match, the best, and there was also an Elite Skipper running the cage.
Yeah,
Runner.
There's a bitch jumping into a pool.
We got
Hulk Hogan showed up. Shit died.
No, Marcus, you forgot a lot of stuff. You forgot.
I know, Eric. I'm trying to give the short history of TNA. Eric, I'm giving the short history of TNA. A lot of shit happened, and then it died. TNA was gone. It was out of our life. It was out of most people's thoughts and minds. You will randomly hear about TNA when Final Deletion came back, and you go, oh, there you go. TNA's still around? And then, boom, it's gone again. And then suddenly they get this resurgence.
But you have to give TNA some credit for their tenacity to survive all the stuff that they did.
Resilience. Resilience of this company.
I mean, like, the thing about it, they do have some interesting looking people. And to TNA's credit, Marcus, and you know we attended TNA shows last week. When we went to those shows, although
we did not go last week.
I mean, I said last year. Sorry, last year. Although we did not watch the show regularly, we were able to keep up with the product and the stories that they were telling. And quite frankly, if I turned on TNA this week, which I did not, I'm pretty sure that their story would be more clear and clairvoyant than what's going on with AEW and Jon Moxley and Jeff Jarrett. I mean, Jeff Jarrett is the heart and soul of AEW.
Oh, come on. I didn't realize we were about to go into an AEW rant.
I'm just saying.
You just slipped so easy into those rants.
You hold Jeff Jarrett into our show, Eric. I'm sick and tired of this man coming on our show. I'm sick and tired of it.
You are no better than Tony Khan shoehorning this man into our life.
But I guess the question I have for you, Marcus, do you think that this could work? Do you think that TNA being put into these other international markets that don't have wrestling could actually?
I don't think this plan makes any sense at all.
Or do you think it's just going to be, let's put WWE NXT superstars and WWE wrestlers out there just so our product gets bigger?
No, it's all a cock block.
Or
I agree with Dave, and I've said this way before Dave said it. The WWE is buying TNA, and I knew this was happening way back when, if they are still doing it. 2, I don't see again the benefit of this international market thing that's brought up. Doesn't make sense to me.
It's money.
No, it don't. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. They're the WWE. This is like the NFL looking for help.
No, can TKO actually buy TNA? Isn't it one of those things like in like business practice that you can't buy your competition like that and make yourself bigger or something like that?
It could because I could see Tony suing them for like trying to create a monopoly or something like that. Yeah. So like it's so that's why investing into them makes more sense because like we have so many mergers that don't go through like when AT&T was trying to merge with Sprint or something like that, and I think they got it done, but like it's a lot of FCC stuff. But now with Linda being in office,
wouldn't it be more like it was almost like that next stage of NIL that came out recently?
Yeah,
where WWE are working with like Booker's School and various other schools. Is it? They could probably get away with a deal like that, where it's like this partnership kind of thing. I think they'll get away more with a deal like that rather than purchasing it, because I feel like it's one of those things of not conflict of interest, but like it's that business term which I can't actually remember. That's the thing.
Yes, the antitrust lawsuit. Thank you, Kay. Thank you.
That's what I was gonna say. If it would ever got around to me,
Marcus,
I was like, no, that don't make sense.
So Manny, can we do something real quick? Because this is called the bullshit meter. Marcus,
oh, come on. This is bullshit.
Marcus, when you know the answer to something, you don't wait. You just interrupt and tell us all.
I'm trying to better myself. No, you in 2025.
No, you ain't.
I'm trying to better myself. I'm a better person now. How many blowjob jokes have I made today? 0. I am a better person than I was last year.
But you already interrupted.
Whatever.
2 days ago when he did the show with you, Betty. But you already interrupted Betty twice already.
Yeah, so you too. But I'm trying to be better, okay? So my trying is to when I have a good point to make, I won't interrupt you because I'm gonna hit you with it. But I don't feel you're gonna make the point I'm gonna make. I'm gonna interrupt you so I can make that point first.
You an asshole is what you're saying.
I am an asshole and I'm just trying to be first.
The interesting thing about it, I think that the partnership between TNA and WWE, I think it helps WWE a lot more. And I think it's for the NXT product because the NXT product is on national TV, and therefore you get an audience who does not have the cable and stuff like that gets to see wrestling that they don't get to see. So now you can have other matchups from the people from TNA to show up on NXT and not know. Because I mean, like you put Jeff Hardy and them on there, people will be like, "Oh, there's the Hardys." I don't know if I really want to see the Hardys fight anybody in the tag team division down there, but their name still carries weight.
Well, I kind of half-watched TNA this week, and I now know who that Mansa guy is. I have no fucking idea who he was before.
That's Water, right?
Yeah.
I guess
Mansa. He won a battle royal back in 2020, and on the Indies that helped him fight Jon Moxley for the AEW World Title, in which he lost.
But in good TNA news, I'm not really sure if this was supposed to be reported or not, but Rob Van Dam was kind of high, and he pointed out that Chris Bay, who suffered the injury last year, is no longer paralyzed. I don't think anybody realized that he was paralyzed, but I mean, everyone said
it's been out there.
No, everyone just said he was injured really, really bad, but like paralysis is very dangerous. So, I mean, I'm glad to hear that he's doing better. Kane says, I think it gives the greener NXT people some more reps. Not only on TNA, for example, Hank and Take are the Reality of Wrestling tag champs. I'm assuming that's what ROW is, right?
Yeah, Reality of Wrestling.
As long as Hank and Take ain't on my TV is okay. Like,
they don't TV every week.
It also gives you free reign to their roster. So, like, anyone that seems remotely good, you can be like, start grooming.
Yeah, you're going to have Hammerstone show or Hammerstein, whatever his name, going to show up again.
I'm telling you now, Tess is gonna show up on WWE.
I don't think she is. Manny, I don't think so.
Man, I don't know. You come back from you. She's a racist chant.
I think she is, and she's gonna wrestle Charlotte.
But
I want to team with Charlotte, man. We team the 4 horsemen.
So, this was not a new story I was gonna put. I
Get Iron in there.
You bring up Tessa. She's not the only woman that was speaking this week. Deanna was talking about, hey, I want to be on TV too.
Who?
Especially Deanna Purrazzo.
Who?
Like she's mad. She's like,
Manny being 100% disrespectful.
You guys defended her so much, and quite frankly,
No.
We defended from you.
I defended her from you body shamer.
Yeah, you calling her a heifer every time you got a chance, and calling her the B word, and talking about how all she gotta do is fix her stomach, and she a 5'2" athlete. You said that so many times. All you point out is her jiggly stomach.
I did not.
You're a horrible human being. That's why the two of us that make blowjob jokes, penis jokes, had to step in one day. And
yes.
Okay, but let me ask you guys this question. So you know how people were talking about how WWE is just being.
I guess we're not covering that story.
No, we are. No, how people being a-holes and stuff like that. But Tony kind of does the same thing when he went out there and was signing all those women wrestlers and then didn't even use them. Like we ain't see Tyra Valkyrie. We ain't seen Deanna.
Pregnant.
Oh, she's pregnant. Oh, congratulations to her.
No, hold on. Before you gonna just dismiss her and say she was pregnant, Manny. She wasn't used before she was pregnant. She wasn't. You swear 9 months ago she was the hottest thing in AEW. No, she wasn't. She showed up for one match. She lost that match, and next thing you know, she's on Rampage for the rest of her life.
Is Malcolm Bivens still in AEW? We haven't seen a lot of people. Remember, this was supposed to be.
First of all, Malcolm Bivens isn't even his name anymore. It's Stokely. Yeah, but Stokely ain't been on TV for a while.
But maybe he's working backstage. But I remember there was a lot of people.
The Ring of Honor general manager
who jumped over, and we don't even know where they're at. I don't even know where Big Shotty went. Where Lee Moriarty at? Is he in Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I don't know. It's just.
There's another thing. There's another story to jump on this.
Go ahead, Betty.
Was it young AEW talent are not allowed to work in Las Vegas for WrestleMania weekend?
Well, they claimed somebody claimed and said that was a lie too. They came out and debunked.
You know what? I believe both sides are true.
Yeah.
I believe it became a lie. Like, nah, we allow it once soon as the news broke, but whatever. I just think that I've said this a long time ago, and I'll say it again. If you're not in Las Vegas doing a wrestling show for WrestleMania weekend, you're making a bad business decision. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care. You can be GCW to AEW. It don't matter. You should be out there getting that money. There's free money out there. Well, all these stinking, funky-ass wrestling fans are going to be there in Vegas, stinking up my town.
Well, Marcus and Manny, how do you guys feel about this other
story
Tickets are cheaper now. That I heard this week where I guess AEW is trying to keep their dates for their future shows close to their chest because they are afraid that WWE is going to try to book shows and take away from their gate. Do you find any truth to that statement? Like, do you think it's getting that petty?
Yeah, WWE is going to book a show in Australia. Go ahead, Manny. Go ahead.
I don't have anything, but I would even if they announced it 2 weeks before the show, I'd announce one like the next day. Just to fuck up the ticket sales.
You know what, guys? We're going to do a special house show. Charlotte versus Bayley, one night only. CM Punk is going to be there, too. But you ain't booked one match, you ain't booked one match.
I remember when AEW started.
The rest is going to be Undertaker talking shit.
Remember when AEW,
one dead man show.
I remember when AEW started, they were really on the offense and they were attacking WWE left and right. They were just, going, taking it to them. Now it seems like that WWE started to fight back. They're not too happy with the practices that they started.
Tony be like, you hit me too hard.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wait a minute. When we did it, it was okay, but now this is not fair for us. Why are you doing this to us?
Well, I don't think. Well, I think it's a difference. They had a lot of momentum. They were going against disgraced Vince McMahon at this point. They were going against the now disgraced Vince McMahon. And Tony defeated Triple H when he had the black and gold brand on Wednesday night, the Wednesday Night War. So, Triple H definitely has a personal vendetta right now. He has to win this. He's doing all ships and planes and gunfare. I can't think of the term I want to use.
But Marcus,
all hands on deck.
He's playing a game right now, but the other team ain't even playing right now because the other team can't even field the right amount of players.
Yeah,
the only person that knows the score is Triple H right now. Just look it up. You see that? I put that up. Bust around, they got a triple-double.
What I'm about to say right now is that
4 touchdowns, single game.
AEW got a bunch of Damian Priests over there, and I don't want to see none of that because I didn't want to see Damian Priest on SmackDown this week. I was just like, I don't need him here.
Are we in SmackDown or are we?
No, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
JLG is right. I think that's the problem. I try to watch AEW, but it looks directionlessness, and I can't even get that out. And the matches seem meaningless. That's always been the thing about AEW, that they've always had banger matches, but they never meant anything.
Not anymore.
Well, we've seen everything.
AEW don't give you that many bangers anymore. They don't give you that many more dream matches.
You gotta wait for the pay-per-view, really.
All right, I got 2 more news stories. Go ahead.
Let me go into this direction. I would like to say AEW is the Sony Studios of wrestling right now, where they keep putting out their fucking Venom movie, they keep putting out their fucking Metal Web and Morbius and Kraven the Hunter.
I was gonna say,
and people are going, "What are we doing out here?" At one point, they were DC. DC is trying to bounce back.
I'm offended that DC
is trying to pull a TNA.
Mark, those movies are all bad, but you didn't point out the worst of all of them. Fantastic Four movies, man. Those movies are the worst.
They weren't made by Sony.
Nah. They weren't.
No, they were made by Fox. That's Fox. That's the X-Men people.
So that's NWA right there, then. Yeah, watching NWA. Can I still say my favorite news story for 2024 was NWA had a deal with the CW, but the line of coke, they gave it up for somebody doing a line of coke for everything.
Now I think are they on even the CW streaming app? I don't even know if they're even there. I think they're there.
Tom
Who was it
Pescott,
that did coke?
Father James Mitchell.
James Mitchell.
He was really partying.
Tom Pescott was doing interviews, and he set up, formerly known as Baron Corbin. He did interviews and stuff.
His name is Bishop Defy or Diddy or
whatever his name is. He was asked if he would.
Don't discredit him like that, Eric. That's your boy.
It is my boy.
That's your
brilliant boy.
He was
I saw that man have a fight with Josh Barnett on Instagram.
He was asked, after being with WWE for 12 plus years, would he go back to WWE? He said he would go back, but not right now because he needs to. No, he said. I'm
just going.
Marcus, I left out the AEW shot that he made, but he says that he needs to erase a lot of the bad taste out of people's mouth, and with the new Netflix audience, he could do that if he goes and clear his name. So it sounds like to me he's trying to do the Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes method. Let me go out there.
Thing to do, Eric.
Huh?
That's the smart thing to do. Not leaving and going being all bitter and shit.
Yeah.
Like you go away, you do your reps and stuff like that. Come back a bigger name. I think that's the mature, a very good way to handle your business. But Eric, after Marcus makes his point, I want to know the AEW shot.
Okay.
You're getting off of this shot. You got your gold belt, and I see my own reflection in it because I'm keeping that shit polished. I can't stand you, baby. I want to have mine dusty.
Marcus, I tried to buy you a belt multiple years. I even offered to buy you the Winged Eagle. You said I can't do that.
And you buy me the Winged Eagle, Eric.
No, Manny. You didn't want me to buy you a Switch.
All Eagles have wings.
I got a Switch now.
Yeah, but you didn't let me buy it for you.
Yeah, Eric, and it would have collected dust like my current Switch.
And now I'm broke, so I can't buy shit. Anyway, what you gonna say,
Marcus?
You're
not a man of $1,000.
No, I'm not. Manny was a man of 1,000 pounds.
Manny he has 900 pounds.
Yeah, because he had that one transaction that went through.
He needs a WrestleMania. All right. I appreciate everything that your boy, formerly known as Baron Corbin, had to say. And he said all the right things. I will be honest. He said all the right things. But let's be honest, guys. I don't believe it. I don't believe he's going to be able to do a Drew McIntyre or a Cody and come back better and stronger. I don't believe it for a second. I think I've seen all I can see of Baron Corbin. I don't think there's anything left in the tank. Yes, Manny, you can go. You can go.
I strongly disagree.
How dare you strongly disagree?
Manny,
You can disagree with me,
Manny,
but don't you strongly disagree. Don't you fucking flex on me. Talking about I disagree with this brother. And I know you would disagree. You Maricourt cocksucker, you over here.
I would join in your strong disagreement, Manny. I would join in your strong.
I strongly disagree. I think of everyone that WWE released recently, I think he's the one that can really show a different side to him. Like, I agree with Marcus's point. When you look at someone like Drew, when he got fired and he left, I would have thought, yeah, he was exactly in the same kind of stock Baron Corbin was in. He was in exactly the same position where they were constantly losing. Yeah, I muted your mic. They were in exactly the same position. I think he can actually pull off a Drew. I think there's something with Baron Corbin that if allowed to do it, he could come back a mid-top guy. Not just the guy that loses to everyone to get them over that, to fill in that Dolph Ziggler spot. He can be a mid-top guy where Drew currently sits now.
So, Manny, you wanted the quote. I'm going to give you the quote.
Why's the quote?
No, Eric. You agree to strongly disagree. I need your opinion too.
No, Marcus, I'll tell you this right now. Tom Pescott, Baron Corbin, whatever WWE gave him, he took that shit, and it was shit that they gave him, and he made that shit work. And you could never say that he had any bad matches. His matches always.
Oh, what are you talking about? You going too far. He ain't Kurt Angle.
It was never his fault.
It was never his fault. It is his fault. He stinks.
Before he got released, his NXT run was so much fun. That's the happiest I seen him.
No, it wasn't. He started to talk.
What did you used to call? What star? How many stars did you used to call Cody? Cody was a 3-star general.
He was 3-star general.
This man tight ropes a 2.
2.5.
He's a tightrope and a 2-star. He's tightrope and 2 stars.
Nah. You.
He teetering on there. I am not underrating this man. I do not hate Baron Corbin. I'll tell you that right now. I do not hate Baron Corbin. But I don't think he's going to become WWE World Champion.
No, I don't. No, I think
that's what you're projecting. That's what you're projecting right now. If he's pulling a Drew, I can't see it. I can't see it.
I see.
Let me tell you why he can't become champion. Let me tell you why. I know you want to get a word in, Eric, but hold on. This is my show.
Wow.
Let me tell you. A wise man once said this. It was Yoda, or it could have been R. Kelly. He's too old. He's too old to do this. He's old. No, he's like 38. Old. He might be 40. Drew McIntyre was young. Drew McIntyre came back at 32 years old. That's how young Drew McIntyre was in his run.
But
Drew was young.
Marcus, the one thing about age, height never changes. He still can be a monster. I mean, I still would be more intimidated.
Kevin Nash?
I would ever see him coming down and seeing Brian Cage come down and do stuff. I just think Marcus, he was a 2 3/4 lieutenant, and he was moving up to a general, to a 1-star general. I like me some Baron Corbin, and I wish him the best. And Manny, Jared, as he says, if Baron is old, then what is Penta, Marcus?
Penta is exciting.
Wow. You're biased, sir.
Well, fuck you guys. Penta can do a Mexican destroyer. He's a better promo than Baron Corbin, as we saw last week. I prefer Penta over Corbin.
Yeah, okay.
But do I think Penta is going to be world champion? No, I do not.
I'm trying to get the quote so I can get to the last news story, and then we can talk about the lackluster SmackDown. But Manny, Baron Corbin said, I would love to go to New Japan. I think for multiple reasons. You know, the door never closes with WWE either. And as far as AEW, their fans, they like that AEW in a sense is, it's its own entity and built from the ground up. And I don't want to be, if I went there, out of respect for the world, I wouldn't want to be just another WWE guy that just came there because they left WWE. I would rather go and do like New Japan for a year or more. Who knows? Maybe that's where I just love it and I stay there for the rest of my wrestling career. So if I ever do go that route, I would want to kind of clear that. Oh, he doesn't want to be another WWE guy coming over. And I get that. Really, I respect that.
I don't think that's a shot at AEW. I think that's more someone realizing, you know what? I am a WWE guy, and I also don't think my style suits over there.
It doesn't. Like, he would be lost in the mix. And I think New Japan.
He'd basically be Lance Archer. and Brian Cage if he went
without
over.
without a
I
trap tattoo.
I don't feel he said anything that groundbreaking. I mean, he could have a good run. He could be Stan Hansen in Japan. Learn the lariat.
Speaking of Japan, Gabe Kidd, he decided that he wanted to speak on some stuff. And of course, like the fucking internet always does, they take away my quote that I had up, and I gotta go find it again. I'm very upset
if you're
by
over
this.
50, fuck you. Learn to dance. Do this. Don't.
Pretty much, he's trying to tell.
He took shots. Get Jeff Jarrett off my fucking TV right now. Right now. That's what he said. Get MVP off my TV.
How dare he disrespect the King of the Mountain like that?
Yeah. Get Dustin Rhodes off my TV.
But okay, the quote is: if you're a pro wrestler,
get Goldberg off my TV.
If you're a pro wrestler touching 50, over 50, I got some advice from a serious young vet. Get a girlfriend, join a golf club or summit, learn how to enjoy time with your friends without picturing your next entrance. Stop thinking, regardless of what you've done in your career, that you still have to be in the main event. You're an unk now, bro. Let it go like your name was Elsa. Pisses me off, these butthurt bitches acting like gatekeepers when in reality, if you walk like you're trying to hold a fart in. Say hi to your mom for me while you're at it. So, pretty much.
Why? Why is he? Yeah, hold on. Why is he telling someone who's 50-year-old about their mama, who's probably in their 80s or 90s at this point? What is he doing? Tell your mom I said hi.
I just think, to me, like, I get what he's trying to say, but these 50-year-old people are still a draw, and they still get a big pop, and they come in there for 10, 15 minutes, and people go crazy. I mean, like, no, he would be announced in America, and no one would even make a move. Nobody. Like, who is this guy?
Except Jamal.
Yeah.
And Marcus. Marcus Dick made a little twitch a little bit.
Manny, Deion Lennox might get a bigger reaction than Gabe.
No, he would not. No, he would not.
Deion would not.
Trash. Deion Lennox is trash. He is a trash bag.
Manny, when you tear up the backstage area because Trick bumped you in the chest, you know you're a star. You
yeah. Let me ask this, Eric. You were right. Gabe Kidd's reactions. Nobody know who the fuck he is in America right now. It's like, it'd be the equivalent of what's her name, Bane, who came out for AEW The Gauntlet. Yeah, be the same equivalent. But let me tell you this, brother. Gabe Kidd hasn't. Also add he isn't drawing money like these 50-year-old men. But these 50-year-old, all money ain't good money, man. Because once you start seeing Chris Jericho doing the shit he doing, or Jeff Jarrett, or the 50th time Goldberg comes out to the ring. Oh, hold on, Manny. I have time to duck. Like, when you see Edge and his soggiest, he looks like a soggy fucking frosted flake out there for most of the time.
Mark, he looks like a wet sock.
Yeah, there's all this stuff going on with all these older dudes that they should not be in the main event picture, but they should use them like they use Sting as their nostalgia act. They come out every now and then. They're trying to get somebody else over. Instead, these 50-year-old men trying to get themselves over at this current moment.
Would rather watch JBL cut down Rey Mysterio on TV on Raw again than I would rather watch Gabe Kidd.
But also on a side note, when I was watching TNA and JBL landed that clothesline,
Manny,
I was like, he still got it. That motherfucker still got it. I was not mad at that.
Manny, I might rather see JBL get $2 from a shaving Coffee Kingston, stuff it in his pocket just because he understands what's going on. Just for Coffee to take the $2 back.
You understand?
However, Gabe Kidd kind of looks like a merger of Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness. I mean, I could see.
About that.
I could see. I don't know if he can talk. I don't know if he can wrestle. I've never seen him wrestle before, but I can see he kind of gets that default wrestler character, like when you create your wrestler in SmackDown versus Raw, or wait, it's WWE 2K, whatever it is now. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I think you have to make some money before you can make bold statements like that. Does anybody know how old he is?
20s.
Oh, he's in his 20s?
Has to be in his late 20s.
Because like
mid-20s? I think it's mid-20s. I think it's like 26, 27.
He's 27. I mean, like the thing about being 27, I mean, that's a sweet spot. But like, I thought you don't really learn how to work right until you're about 35, 40. Is that?
But hold on, did he not do the right thing right here?
What?
I feel he did the right thing. What you doing right now?
These comments. At the most, making these comments, he made some buzz for himself. But outside
he made
of that,
a name for himself.
Outside of that, there's nothing about him that I'd want to watch.
Yeah, the buzz he made though is just gonna be staying within the internet circle. It's not gonna be like, you know, I don't think it's gonna be mainstream enough. I don't. It's gonna be.
All you gotta do is keep your name out there, Eric. If he keeps his name out there, Tony may throw $1 million at him.
I mean, I think it comes down to this.
$1 million.
You have to ask yourself this question.
Half the people in AEW ain't worth $1 million, but Tony throws that money at him. Tony will throw the money at him.
But Marcus, let me tell you this right now. I'll be honest.
Not a good decision, maybe.
Tony throws the money at you for you to stay home. And if you're a professional, I'd rather take less money and maybe be featured, kind of like how they did Ethan Page, how they did Lexus King, how they've done a lot of people who have made the jump back from AEW to Penta.
But you're 27. Hold on, you're 27-year-old gay kid. Let's say you're a 27-year-old gay kid. You just made a name for yourself talking shit about these 50-year-old man that had a match with Kenny Omega.
Has he done? Marcus?
Hold on. Man, his name's out there, man. Let's
do something Marcus never lets us do. Let's let Marcus make a point.
You motherfucker, you. You know what? You don't get the point. You don't get the point. Circle don't get the square, goddammit.
Let's be real though. He hasn't really, at 27, has he really made a big dent or a big footprint in professional wrestling based on his wrestling or any work he's done in any promotion?
What I'm saying, you're right. But what I'm saying, he's 27. I'm doing an analogy where he's at right now. He just made a name for himself talking shit about old people, basically. And having a match with Omega and AEW show. People know his name for, whatever it is for right now in the wrestling community. Tony's offering you money. Fuck it. Why wouldn't I take it? I'm 27. I have at least, if these guys are wrestling in their 50s, I got another 20 years of my career, and Tony is saving it by me making all the money. So whenever someone does maybe want to come knocking, I can take less because I just swooped up the back. I'll do that.
Okay, Marcus made his point.
You son of a bitch! You have no response.
We didn't know what you wanted us to say. But I
said, would you not want to make that money? Like if Tony threw a bag of $1 million, $2 million at you, and like, here, take it. At 27 years old, you're not going to take that and say, I'm going to be here like 3 years.
If you're in New Japan, I would feel there's more to rest. You like wrestling more than you do money at that moment in time. And
I'm in New Japan to make a name for myself.
But at 27, you've got to assess the situation. You look at all the people that are sitting at home. Your stock will fall greatly. Like let's look at the Britt Baker situation, whose stock has fallen already. But the fact now that she's sitting at home, her stock is falling even more.
And then we can
if she tries to go to WWE. But Marcus, if she tries to go to WWE and try and negotiate a high-level contract like Alexa Bliss is trying to do, I don't think there's anything there.
Or
Alexa Bliss, the story about Alexa Bliss is that she was supposedly supposed to be back on Raw this week, but her representatives came in and going, "We want a new contract," but she ain't been to work for about 2-3 years. Why should we pay you more? Why should we pay you more? There's thousands of people in NXT that look and can do the exact same thing you do.
Oh, hold on, Manny. Hold on, Manny. There's a lot of people that does it better, and Liv Morgan's doing a better version of Alexa Bliss.
That's true, but think, anyone that's currently on WWE in the women's division, you can't really say shit with what they're saying. You got no bargaining chips unless you're like Becky Lynch.
And then on top of that, though, it's no guarantee that you stay healthy. I mean, you can be like the young 28-year-old Chris Bay who had, a bright future, do whatever he wanted to do. Probably could have got him a nice AEW contract, but then one flippity-do, and next thing you know, you're out of commission. So you just don't know.
Yeah, but then also with the Alexa Bliss storyline, because I'm moving off of the Gabe Kim and all that shit. Alexa Bliss, I ain't paying her that money. I don't even know what she's asking for.
No, let Tony pay her that money.
What?
Let Tony pay.
No, I don't think Tony's paying her that money.
Marcus,
Tony won't pay her that money.
I don't know.
She ain't got indie cred. She ain't no Okada.
It's not even indie cred. It's not even indie cred. It's the fact if you're WWE, I'm not renewing that contract. I'm not paying her more. There's thousands of kids in NXT that could probably do that job.
Well, and also
for the record, none of us know the money that she's being offered. I don't know if she's being lowballed and getting paid less than people in NXT. I don't know.
You honestly don't know what she's like post baby either. You don't know if she has the same athleticism or what. But
Damn,
have that much athleticism to begin with.
I know, but you know what I'm saying. But my question for you guys, it's been 25 days. We've been in the year 2025 for 25 days. In professional wrestling, in professional wrestling so far, Manny, who has stood out to you the most so far this year? I know it's early, but who has really been like, you know what? When that person's on TV, yeah, that's him. This is gonna be his year.
The only person that's really stood out is Opa.
Okay, Oba for Manny. Marcus, what about you?
In 2025, so
the 25 days of 2025. Who said, you know what? Every time this fool is on TV.
You told me 25 days. Penta's the hottest actor. No.
Jeff. It's Jeff.
No,
it's J-E-F-F.
No, man. Not for me.
No. I don't know if I want to go that route, but you know what? I will. I will say Fraction.
Okay, that's a good pick. I'm with Kane. Right now it's Jacob Fatu.
Axiom and what you call them have stood out as a solid tag team, and
that's a solid answer,
all over.
They
have had a good 25 days. Because 25 days is a short stint.
Marcus, Axiom is the only people that's keeping tag team wrestling alive right now. But Jacob Fatu right now is my favorite because ever since Solo walked away, and this man keep fighting microphones. He just won't stop talking, and then he's boogeyman shaking and stuff like it. It reminds me of Umaga without the trainer. He's just out there, but he's hood. He's like Umaga from the ghetto. Like y'all got cases, y'all go find me. I look forward to seeing Jacob on TV.
I will say this about Jacob.
He sold the shit out of Tamla this week.
I thought you were done.
You don't let us finish.
I thought you were done. You had this long pause. You went. And I was
some people breathe when we talk. We don't get that sloppy toppy like Pentagon where he just keep going all day.
Why are you obsessed with this Pentagon toppy? This is the 5th time you brought it up. Do you want me to show you the video?
Manny brought it up. What, Marcus? First of all, shut up. Hey, so
you give the new meaning to Mexican Destroyer. I'll tell you that right now.
Kay says Fraction versus the Rascals was a really good match. Oh, he said a great match.
It was. Fraction's been killing it. They've had a solid year. You know what? And they're developing personalities and this whole partnership of I didn't know where they were going with, but whatever. It seems to work. It's very buddy copy. And you know what? Who's also having a good 25? That damn dog in the House of Black trailer.
You didn't know that dog was there.
You didn't know that dog existed till today.
Yeah, I did. Just like y'all didn't know Jasper was around.
So, SmackDown happened, y'all. I
don't rile him up, Manny. Don't rile him up.
I ain't never saw 3 hours of I don't know what I'm watching right now. The show starts off with something that I'm like, you can't end the show, you can't start. And this was Joe Testator's first interview in the ring, and Cody gave me absolutely nothing. What do you mean? I mean, Cody going out there.
He gave you the Go ahead.
No, he sold. He. You know what? He sold me just as much as that guy that did the Martin Luther King thing at the inauguration.
Oh, get out of here.
I mean, I would have Donald Trump smirked. I was Donald Trump smirking when Cody was talking. I was like,
No, the whole thing is that this man came outside. He came outside to talk to Joe to hype up the contract signing that takes place tonight. I mean, I was just like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, but you know what? He was selling it. He was selling it of the reasons where you need to tune in. He did a very basic job of an explanation. Sorry no one got jumped or interrupted his interview.
No, it's not. But Cody was fine. That was probably the highlight of this episode of SmackDown. And then next thing you know, shit just went downhill. Because we got back-to-back tag team matches. And I know Manny didn't want this. No one needs Pretty Daily versus Pop Motor City Machine Guns. I don't need that.
Eric, this was okay. I would start watching this from 10 in the morning. I was asleep by at least 11:30. I just 2 tag matches, Eric. 2 tag matches. What are you trying to do to me? You trying to do this?
Well, see, because the thing about this, like, and quite frankly, this is where I'm very confused about WWE's direction, right?
What?
I love me some Alex Shelley. And Chris Sabin, I can take him or leave him. And you know what? Motor City Machine Guns being signed 5 years ago, maybe. But in this day, you could have gave those same pyro and fireworks to Fraxium, and I think the crowd would have been more entertained instead of trying to sell me these old washed up guys right here. They don't look.
First of all, they don't look they're not washed up in the ring. They still got a step or two. But what you're telling me, I believe it's false. Go ahead, Manny. I go about red. I go under the fence.
I'm gonna jump ahead, but like when these two little punks, the Motor City Machine Guns, come walking out in the during my match, I ain't flinching. I ain't stopping what I'm doing. Like who know? Alex Shelley, I'll punch him straight in the face if I saw him in the street.
Alex Shelley do to you? Man, he's like, wow, you're Alex Shelley.
Little bitch. That's what I'm saying. You look like a little bitch when he walked out there swinging his hair like this. Fuck off, Alex Shelley. I ain't afraid of you. I'm the world heavyweight champion. I ain't afraid of you.
Man, you cutting promos on Alex Shelley.
I'm just saying.
Man, he woke up today with violence on his mind.
Because he was wearing that little denim jacket with the fur on the top. I'm like, no, you don't need this, Alex Shelley. What are you doing?
Hold on. I want to go back to the match.
Why?
I know you two hate tag matches. This is a good tag match. This is a good tag match. This is a good tag match, and your boys got featured, okay? Your boys Pretty Deadly are featured and they're involved in some type of storyline with DIY. Let them be on TV, okay? Let the young guys get some TV time.
Young guys? The tag team champions, hella old. The ones that are going to be number one contenders, even older. You know what, Eric? I'm changing my stance. Game Kid's right.
No, but Marcus, I also want to point out when they announced later on tonight that it's going to be a two out of three falls match. I'm like, they're not going to do anything different that they haven't already done. This is,
It could be good. Okay, I am looking forward to that match at the Royal Rumble. Okay. I think it's going to be a good match. Is it the Royal Rumble or is it next week?
It's Royal Rumble.
Or is it tonight? I don't know. They promote like 8 different things.
Yeah, watch next week. Watch us on the live stream. And watch me be fed up. I'm probably going to go take a giant dump during this match.
I think you guys are... your hate for tag team wrestling is uncomfortable.
It's not hate. It's the hate for the oldest tag team match in history.
Marcus, both tag teams...
in history!
Marcus, both tag teams... Like, the tag team division on SmackDown is dead. No one cares about Pretty Deadly. No one cares about Motor City Machine Guns. No one cares about the champ. LaGarza, they were doing something. LaGarza, I mean...
That's not their names, but go ahead.
I mean, Los Garza. I mean, whatever. But it's just like...
Los Garza.
I'm just saying, tag team wrestling is on NXT with Fraxium. And they just have really good matches, and I don't know if we can get that magic on SmackDown. I just don't know.
Don't take down my girls and Kari Jackson carrying Last Legend in these tag matches too. Okay, they have great tag matches as well.
Did you just say Jakari?
I know what I said.
So, Marcus, your boy KO was very upset with Joe Testador. He came out there, Marcus said, "Why are you not interviewing me?" Which he has a very good point.
He got a valid point.
But however, Kevin also has a record of not coming inside to do interviews and staying inside of his car. So maybe they didn't want to talk to him. Then he just goes after, he goes after Matthew McConaughey, and this leads to one of the few singles matches, him versus Jey Uso. Don't know how we got there, but we got
Jimmy
there.
Uso. How dare you still not know this one's
I'm sorry, Jimmy Uso. My bad. The big brother.
Okay. So he insults Matthew McConaughey in the role of celebrities and random people in front of Shane Gillis and Fluffy and everybody else. When he told Matthew McConaughey to come on, I swear to God, Matthew McConaughey was about to jump that rail. And I was like, oh, we about to do this? I thought it was staged. I thought he was going to actually do something, but nope. He chilled, and I was like, this SmackDown isn't good. This ain't that type of SmackDown. This ain't that type of SmackDown where people jumping the rails and attack people. This is a very civil night that your boy Nick Aldis is in charge of, Manny. He booked the show for next week.
And Nick Aldis ain't shit because you know what? Just like I said, that I'm tired of the MJF gauntlet. I'm tired of Carmelo having to fight every fucking debuting wrestler on the roster. That is his story arc. Oh, Cody's coming. You're gonna fight him, Mello. This guy's coming.
Well, Eric, Mello needs to stop chatting shit. That's his fault.
That's true.
Everything that happens to him is his fault.
But Betty, be honest. When Damian Priest showed up, you were disappointed too. You were like,
It's Archer of Infamy, Eric.
But Eric, he has nothing left to do on Raw.
He knows.
What's he gonna do? He can't fight the Judgment Day anymore. They're kind of fighting each other at this point.
Betty,
and let me add this about Carmelo. Because I don't need to talk about Priest. Priest is who he is. Whatever. This was Carmelo's episode of SmackDown. He will be the main character. He was in every other cutscene. He was. Just sticking his nose, intertwined in multiple storylines. Whether he's talking shit to Jimmy Uso, or he's getting in it with Priest, or there was another series. That was last week when he got beat up by Jacob. I mean, the man is injecting himself into the main event picture somehow.
My favorite part,
though, was I don't know first round draft pick.
I don't know if the cameraman messed up or not, but I don't know why Jimmy didn't know he was behind about to whip his ass. I saw.
No, that wasn't a mess up. It was not a mess up. Jimmy didn't know, and I was like, "Oh, why did Mello just walk by?" And I was like, "Oh, there he is! Get him!"
Manny, I don't know what part you fell asleep, but this could be a very good point. Where although Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, no matter how hilarious they are, having another tag match with B-Fab and Michin teaming up just ain't it for me. And then B-Fab and Michin get the win. And then they have the audacity to compare B-Fab to Stacy Keibler, which I don't take as a compliment at all about being a wrestler. But they were talking about her legs. I was like, no.
Yeah, but David Keibler had no arse. So are they implying that B-Fab has no arse? Because I
don't know. It was like she had legs for days.
First of all, when I trust reviews of black women for Wade Barrett. The man has dipped himself into the chocolate sauce with Alicia Fox. That man knows a black athlete when he sees it. He's supported black women from the beginning. And now that I think about it, all the women tag teams are black at this point, other than Piper, I guess, and Chelsea.
Well, they're technically not a tag team.
Put them all together.
Well, no. Caden and the other one are interracial. They're the Dudley boys.
Get the tables.
Well, so then we got the Charlotte on her boat. I mean, okay, she's on a boat.
Not just a boat. She was in the cars. You know, she was jet flying. She was willing and dealing. She was a son of a gun.
But then we got a segment.
Tear in her eye.
Yeah, with a tear in her eye.
Then we got a segment that I enjoyed. You know, Tiffy time comes out. She cuts her little promo, but then a real champion walks out, known as Mommy, who just steals the spotlight. She steals the spotlight. Then the moment, because Shantae is watching this, and Nia walks out, and Shantae is like, "Why are they booing Nia like that?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't know what Nia has done."
Eric, wait a minute. Of all the things Nia has done so much.
Nia is
in her career. Yeah, in her career, she's done so much that you can boo her for. Well, you talking about? I don't know why they're booing Nia Jax.
But I would point out that I appreciate Nia handling the boos a lot better than Cora and.
Well, she told her kid their mom sucks.
Yes,
yeah.
I appreciate that. That's what you got to
do.
Look
on his face. Oh.
Then we
that kid gonna throw that in his mom's face. You know it. You suck. And Nia Jax said you suck, so that means you really suck, Mom. He's gonna get away with it because he's white.
So then Bianca and Naomi come out, and I'm like, oh shit, Naomi got a microphone, and they pretty much everybody at this point is just declaring themselves for the Royal Rumble.
I hate Naomi when she gets on that mic. She's like, "Hey y'all,
hey y'all."
She's so happy. I hate that happiness.
And then
hey y'all, let me have a mic.
Then Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez came out, and Raquel Rodriguez actually looked like she was a good bodyguard, but we know she don't do shit. But Liv Morgan come out and show why they don't need Alexa Bliss in this situation, because Liv was what it was, and then it all resorted into a stupid tag match where people should be with each other.
Do you know what doesn't make sense? How did Tiffy get out of this?
I don't know, Manny. I was still trying to figure this out.
You know how she got out of this? Did you see her outfit? She couldn't wrestle in that outfit. Those boots were not walkable. Not walkable at all. That's how Tiffy got out of this. And she was the odd person out. The teams made sense. You had Nia, Candice there for the pin, right there. And who was the third? Shit.
It was Rhea, Bianca, Naomi,
Nia,
Liv, and Candice LeRae.
Oh, Liv. So I think the teams made sense, and they it
wasn't a bad match, but whatever.
It was a solid match.
Manny, I need a moment of silence for me because I need Marcus to explain this next match to us. The first singles match of the night we got on SmackDown. Marcus, you try to tell me this was an okay show, Marcus. The first singles match I got was Apollo Crews versus Johnny Gargano. Explain that.
Hold on. Hold on.
Come on, Marcus.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Is Apollo Crews not one of the best athletes in the history of WWE?
Oh, he looked jacked. Apollo looked great in that match. I was like, wow, his physique is he was in good shape.
Okay. Johnny Gargano gave me a little sample of me. Oh, Johnny Gargano.
Yes. What the fuck was that?
Manny, sometimes when you feel it, when I think of Apollo Crews, that's what I think right there. I don't know why.
Good job, buddy. Way to go, pal. But I will say this, it was a solid singles match. And SmackDown is doing something that, you know what, people have argued for. They're giving people a chance, okay? Apollo Crews is a black man trying to be on TV and win matches. Yes, he doesn't have a character, but they are featuring him, and he got to win. That's my argument right there. That's my argument.
I know you can't stand LA Knight, so I can assume that you fell asleep at this part. Him against Tama Tonga.
I did capture with everybody saying.
He made fun of the twitching too. So
I will say
that was in his bag on the microphone tonight.
I will say one of my the first version of LA Knight, known as The Miz, was one of my more entertaining things of the night, where he found out that he was drafted to SmackDown, where the Wyatt Six was there. The next thing you know, he gets Grayson Waller and Austin Theory to be on his team, and they're like, nah, man, they going to Raw because he got rid of them. Then, you know, it's just that he's not having any luck. But the match between LA Knight and Tama Tonga is like, Tama does what he does. He loses. That's what he do.
He lost, and you know what? LA Knight looked fine. You guys have been hating on LA Knight. LA Knight's had a solid comeback year as a wrestler. I'm just saying. He's looked better. He's looked a lot better lately.
I was more excited about seeing Strowman versus Jacob in the ring for no reason. I don't know why.
Just the big man staring at each other and gets everybody riled up.
Marcus, even Shantae was like, ooh, that's a big man match. Let's see it. He was ready.
Ooh-wee. They big.
You know, it's meat on meat. When it's meaty, you got to do it.
Oh, man, I can't wait for Jacob to get into that ass. I hope they start the show with that. Not with him literally getting his ass, but hopefully. I hope they start the show with them fighting.
Your little streak is broken now.
And then also, the disrespect of the Sharpshooters making our declaration for the Royal Rumble was even more disrespected, because not only did Nakamura not have to even be in the arena, he sent in a video package that had subtitles and made his declaration to be in the Royal Rumble. So
what? Was Charlotte doing it? Charlotte doing it? Why can't I do it? Shit, I'm just getting Nakamura. I'm going to put me a Toyota commercial out there if I had a chance. And they say I'm declaring myself in the Royal Rumble.
Damian Priest beats
WWE
Melo.
still won't recognize our.
Still. We got to send them a video?
So, can I ask you guys a question, though? Because there was something.
I can sail the boat.
It was something interesting, because backstage in the Miz was talking to Andrade, and he's like, you need to find you a mentor and blah, blah, blah. And Andrade agrees with him, and he walks away and says, I will do that. So, will Andrade find him a mentor?
Do it in your accent.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not. He's not going to find it. He's not going to go into room after room and say, where's your boss?
Jimmy versus Kevin Owens was what you expected to be. I mean, KO won.
Do you want to speculate who the Miz is going to get? Is he going to get anybody in the feud with Manny's favorite team, the Wyatt Six?
It's a possibility the Wyatt Six don't even care about him no more.
Can WWE just move on for the Wyatt Six, please?
Oh, Manny, they invested.
In what?
Is they really?
This is the last run. They're invested. This is the last run.
Because
every time they come out.
No, because I was watching something, and I was on social media, and they were like,
"You got saying like you so idiot old."
No,
I was on social media. It's the oldest thing you've ever said.
And someone made a
I
post.
used to Google.
They was like, if you ain't never listened to this album, you don't know what real music is. And then it was that group that, for whatever reason, I can't remember the name, where you had T-Bar and you had me.
Retribution.
Yeah, Retribution. It was a and literally, dude, it looked like a 90s hard metal rock group. And I was like, shit, That was a thing. Was that 2022 Retribution?
That's somewhere around, Vince. That's 2018, 2019, maybe.
I don't think
No, that was.
Oh, it's pandemic. It's 2020, 2021. That's pandemic. Yeah, because I kicked that guy in the bathroom. You're right.
And I was like, oh, Retribution was a thing. Oh.
Shout out to that snitch Dijak.
Where is he?
He's
Dijak doing?
Guys, everybody, can we just be
I
real?
can't believe he on everybody's shit list for snitching to the press. You talking to them?
Let me just point out that might
Nothing
be one
leaks
of the better
now.
stories of 2024 also that he didn't get renewed because they knew he was snitching to the media.
They gave him a tape recording gimmick too. They turned him into a character to a snitch.
Yeah, but that
tape
tape recording gimmick was great.
It was.
I laughed every time I saw it.
Marcus, can I ask you a question? Can you name all the members and their nicknames in Retribution?
Yeah. T-Bar, Slapjack, Mustafa Ali.
Nope. That's not it. That was.
He did come out Mustafa Ali.
He was Mustafa Ali.
Okay.
And then what was Mia? Michin was God damn it. Wasn't she Rehab or Rebel? Or...
No.
Rebel was Reba from the Britt Baker saga.
I believe you can't answer this question, Marcus. I believe you can.
I can. There's
it's a blank.
There's
coming,
T-Bar. Hold
you
on,
already said T-Bar.
That boy ain't right.
You said, Mark. You've already said T-Bar. You said Slapjob, and you said Mustafa. You ain't gave me the other people yet.
Reckoning.
Okay, that was me and you. You was me and you.
That's it.
No,
you got Mercedes Martinez.
She was in that shit.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
I don't remember her in that group.
She was Retaliation.
What? There ain't no Retaliation.
Marcus, also, you forgot your most favorite one, Massey.
No, Massey was what you call it. He was T-Bar.
Mace. He was Mace.
No, he was Mace.
Yeah, I said Mace.
You did not say Mace.
Yeah,
Marcus.
and then he became Massey. Remember?
I thought I said Mace.
You never said Mace, Marcus. Oh, the good old days, which were so bad. That I believe their run was
Vince's last creation.
They debuted in the pandemic in 2020. And I think they were still around when Dax had his best run when we had the year Dax, when he loved pro wrestling,
Dax
loved his
2022.
Yeah, 2 years. I think that's when they left at that point.
Yeah, they were going to pick a truck. Dax, you know.
So, Marcus, you said you had questions and stuff for me?
Well, the show's running long now, but whatever. Here we go.
We did a 2-hour show on Tuesday.
Don't worry about what we did on Tuesday, man. That was Tuesday, okay? That was the past. That was mistakes were made. Eric, what wrestler would you not allow in your house ever?
What happened?
What wrestler would you not allow in your house ever?
Oh, you want me to answer that question?
Yeah.
Deuce the dumpster Strolls.
Why?
Why?
Why? He's just a man with a job.
I'm pretty sure he didn't take a shower before he came over my house.
Why would he not? Why wouldn't he not?
It's because
he's a normal man with a job. You ain't gonna rock the garbage man over either?
No. You know, I don't respect garbage people.
Wow.
Wow.
You don't respect the garbage. The people in charge of sanitation. Why?
Don't worry, Kane. Don't worry. I can read the email. Forget Mars got questions. But yeah, Duke would be the first one I'm not because Duke can't fuck either.
Of all the wrestlers, there's the Boogeyman.
Boogeyman gonna bring protein.
There's all the blackers Manny won't allow in his house.
All the blacks?
All the blacks. Manny didn't allow anybody. He didn't allow Kalani Jordan in his house.
You know what? Right now, I agree with Manny. Kalani Jordan can't come into my house right now because she is going through like puberty at this moment, and she's trying to be a bad girl.
She's trying to be a bad girl.
She's trying to be a bad bitch, and I like. And when you try to be a bad bitch and you mess with real bad bitches, you get your ass beat. Like, she gotta watch out for Jada Parker.
Leave a tooth the sweet alone.
At this point alone, I might have to pay Nikita Lyons to beat up Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, because Nikita Lyons allowed in your house?
No. She gonna bring potato salad with raisins. And then she go be in the house
No. She gonna make something that you gonna be like, why did you make collard greens? And it's actually good and you gonna be upset about it. You're gonna be upset about it. Where you get this recipe? It's cute.
Nikita Lyons is currently what Carmen Petrovich is doing. She thinks she's too big because she now fucking a black man.
Pumped up a dick.
Step up.
Yeah, I'll be happy when I hear Nikita Lyons got released, so she can
Jesus.
She go work on her music career. What?
What music career? Fuck that music career.
Exactly, Betty. She need to disappear. She's like,
I heard Samantha Irvin can fuck off with their music careers. Fuck them.
Let these people have dreams and goals, okay?
they're
Let
not
them
as
have
good as
their
they
dreams
think
and goals.
they are. Because I'll
They
let you
know,
know.
they know they ain't going. You know what? At least you can try, Eric. At least they're trying.
Because Manny, she gone. They still ring announcing. Ain't nobody no moved on different. Mike Rome got his time to shine now. Finally.
Yeah, but they not as good.
Man,
Mike Rome ain't making it to the big time. He was on the big time and he got kicked off the big time.
Yeah, he got Corey Graves.
Alicia Taylor is doing perfectly fine.
Yeah, but fuck
That's
Lily.
good. Yeah, she ain't good. Yeah. I'd rather have Samantha Irvin do both of those shows instead
Well,
of
she'll
them.
be at AEW. You can pay attention when she replaces the Yapper Dapper.
Oh, that would be a day. I'll take that. Oh, no, they should continue working with JoJo. Next question. What was the next question? What was the... what's the pettiest reason for hating a wrestler? But never mind. He's the pettiest man I know.
I am pretty, Mark. I can really be petty. I'll let you know. When I was watching AEW, and I called Marcus on the phone. Manny,
I don't remember this phone.
if Ricochet was pointing scissors at me, and because he's wearing that sparkling turtleneck, he gonna have to stick me, because I can't let that man do that to me. You ain't gonna wear those shiny turtleneck and try to threaten me. I'm whooping your ass. I don't care if you got me at scissor point. I'm kicking his ass. It's on. At least I can say I didn't die. I died at the hands of a man wearing a sparkling, because everybody know.
No, you don't want to die to a man in a sparkling shirt.
Because you can't let that man threaten you. You can't let that man threaten you. You just can't. Sparkling turtlenecks.
But just like a knife, I ain't afraid of his scissors.
No, I was not afraid of his scissors.
I would have counted. I don't know how Nana got caught. Well, he owed too.
Marcus, make him
Maybe
holler.
Gabe Kim was talking about Nana.
Make him holler.
Next question.
Good Lexus King this week. Sorry.
Eric, if someone was to turn up at your courtroom, which wrestler would you be like, all right? And which wrestler would you be like, get the fuck out of here?
What?
Because Eric, you've told us a lot of stories off air, which we can't repeat. But there's some of the craziest stories ever about what someone did. Now, if which type of professional wrestler, if they turn up, you'd be like, I get it. I can totally see why you're here.
Dude, pretty much there's every wrestler. Like, the only one that I'll be like, get out, because it would probably be John Cena. Like, John Cena, I know you ain't committed no crime. What you do?
John?
No,
not you, John.
Why is John walking into my building? John, we can't see you. Get out of here.
This man is innocent. What are you accusing him of? Why are y'all kidding? This whole courtroom is out of order. Okay? You don't even know the crime.
Are you guys trying to say that he was taking funds from the Make-A-Wish kids? John ain't never did nothing wrong in his life.
How did we get here?
I mean, I think if any wrestler work, I'd be kind of happy to see. Although I got to remain impartial. Like when people walk in.
Bro,
yeah, I can't.
I know. If Finn
I'm so happy you committed that crime.
If Jey Uso walked in there with another DUI, I'd be like, yeet.
No, Manny, you would be like,
no, that's if Jimmy walked in there.
No, that's if Jay did it. Let him know that you don't prove what he was doing again.
I would like to defend, if Rikishi was in there defending another one of his DUIs, I would like to defend him. I would grab Sky Tuhani. I'll be on the other end. We do the dance in the courtroom. I think we get up. What do you think
this is? High School Musical?
Put the glasses on him.
I know Marcus is tired of me bringing this up. I know Marcus is tired of me bringing this up, but I would want to kick out Jeff Jarrett if he walked into my courtroom.
Oh, he did that shit.
Yeah, but if he walks in the courtroom with Tennessee Lee and that horse, I'm telling the judge, he ain't guilty. He ain't guilty.
Ready? I want him to walk in with his Double J glasses on. My name is Sir, please state your name for the record. My name is Jay.
That's the best part. Everybody do the FCC. Your Honor, it's J-E, double F, J-A, double R, E, double T.
Jeff Jarrett.
Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
That's what I'm waiting for. What else you got, Marcus? Or should I read the email?
Read the email.
Hey, guys. Since last week was a success, Marcus kicking his setup and all, I asked ChatGPT to look into a different part of the Sharpshooter lore. Hope you guys enjoy this silliness as much as last week. Greetings, Kane.
Oh.
Kane, can you do me a favor? Because I asked these guys to do it. Can you put it into GPT and find out what they think of the Sharpshooters podcast. I'm curious what their review is.
I'll do that right now.
Okay, do it right now, Manny. You can read it to us because I'm curious of what they say we are.
Oh, it's gonna say trash. They get no views. That's gonna hurt.
All right, so
I don't want to get killed by artificial intelligence emotionally. I want them to shoot me like in Terminator.
So as we bring you to the radio, this is the man that died at the docks.
Oh, are we even allowed to talk about this?
It was a cool.
Well, I heard when Trump was doing his executive orders, he's not only released the RFK, Martin Luther King, and JFK stuff, he released the man that died at the docks. Wow, so this is it. All unredacted for the public to see.
It was a cool autumn evening when Eric, Manny, and Marcus got the call. The docks were a desolate place after dark, often abandoned, save for the occasional fishermen or late-night cargo workers. But tonight, something was different. A body had been found on Pier 7, just past the old warehouse where the rusting shipping containers sat like forgotten monuments to a bygone era. Oh. Eric, the sharp-eyed detective with no nonsense attitude, arrived first. His eyes scanned the scene. The body was sprawled across the wet wood of the dock. A man in his mid-30s wearing a faded leather jacket. No signs of struggle, no obvious wounds. But the deep red pooling around him said enough. He's been stabbed. There were no witnesses, no sounds of a struggle. The docks were eerily quiet. Dun, dun, dun. Manny,
ladies and gentlemen, this happened on Labor Day.
Manny, the tech-savvy investigator with a knack for finding connections and data.
What kind of shit job am I gonna have?
Marcus, don't make us beat you. Can't you?
No, Manny, Eric can't be the savvy social media guy because he uses terms like, I was on the social media.
I was a sharp-eyed detective, Marcus, with a no-nonsense attitude, okay?
Yeah, I get that. But you can't be Manny's tech guy because you use the social media.
You know what? I'm going to have Manny mute you so I can get through his part. Manny, I'm going back. Manny, the tech-savvy investigator with a knack for finding connections and data, was next to arrive. He took one look at the scene and began photographing it from every angle before pulling out his tablet to start searching through the nearby security footage. Any ID on the victim, he asked, as Marcus, the street-smart ex-cop, arrived with his usual...
Ex-cop? I lost my badge?
Marcus, I know. You're Delroy Lindo.
The street smart ex-cop is another way of saying the unemployed bum who ain't got nothing better to do.
Out there solving cold cases on his own.
Yeah, I ain't getting paid for this. Go ahead.
Marcus ain't nothing but a security guard.
I'm not a security guard. I'm falling that far.
Okay.
Oh,
No
wow.
ID.
You Ryan.
No ID, but he's been working the docks, Eric replied, crouching near the body and examining the jacket. Looks like he was in his late 30s, maybe early 40s. No signs of robbery. Marcus squatted down next to Eric, lighting a cigarette.
Why am I allowed to do this?
Because I let you in, Marcus, because you've been working the docks for a long time. That's what I said. Marcus lit that cigarette. Could be a job go wrong.
He said Marcus the ex-cop with his cold case podcast.
I'm dying because the dialogue. Because just pay attention to this dialogue real quick, okay? Marcus squatted down next to Eric, lighting his cigarette. He said, "Could be a job gone wrong. Maybe a deal went south, but something doesn't sit right. No shit, the dude is dead
with a knife in him. I'll tell you when it's in bite the body."
Manny was already running through the doc's camera feeds. I got footage of him about an hour ago. He was talking to someone. They were arguing. I can't make out much, but if it's a start. Eric nodded. Let's get the name of whoever he was meeting. Manny pulled up the angles again. Marcus, you and I will talk to the workers around here. Someone's bound to have seen something. Marcus, yes?
Tech savvy Manny is just going to the security footage that anybody can do.
Yes. But Manny
he's tech savvy, and that's the move he does.
Marcus,
I'm going to the footage where the local security guard can see.
He didn't lose his job as a cop.
I like my job there because I'll be the guy where you look at me like, and I have a keyboard like this and be like, I need a minute.
Many Titans of Law and Order.
It hits. It hits. Okay.
They spent the next few hours piecing things together. Marcus talked to the dock workers, most of whom were too scared to give anything away. But one man, a lanky guy with a thick accent, mentioned seeing a black van parked near the warehouse just before the body was discovered. A van that had been there for several hours before pulling away in a hurry. Meanwhile, Manny dug through more footage. Got something. The guy the victim was talking to, he looks familiar. It's Leo Martinez. No, associate.
Oh my God!
Wait, is this Raquel?
The Mexicans?
The Moretti gang. Eric eyebrows shot up. The Moretti crew. That's bigger than we thought. We might be dealing with something a lot more complicated than a simple stabbing.
I would love for a detective to say that shit to me. We might be doing something a lot more complicated than Moretti crew.
With this new lead, the team began to investigate Leo Martinez. They found that Leo had a reputation for dealing in stolen goods, everything from electronics to pharmaceuticals. It seemed the victim, whose name they learned was Paul Whitaker, had been involved in one of those shady transactions, but had started getting cold feet. Eric, Manny, and Marcus put their heads together, connected the dots. Paul had been planning to blow the whistle on the Morettis. He had something they didn't want getting out, a ledger, with enough jerk to bring down the whole gang. The argument that night at the docks had been about just that. Paul had threatened to expose them, and Leo had been sent to make sure he stayed quiet.
All speculation.
They tracked Leo down the next day. He was hiding out in a rundown motel on the outskirts of town. When they knocked on the door, he tried to bolt, but Marcus was quick on his feet and tackled him before he got far. Marcus should never been there. He's an ex-cop.
Yeah, this makes everything. I'm out there being fucking Batman. He's like on his feet. All these arrests of just having these civilians going in there with you. This relegates all this crime.
Leo, I called him Leo. Leo, now cornered with no way out, confessed. He hadn't wanted to kill Paul, but the Morettis had made it clear that it was either Paul or him. He'd done the job and tried to cover his tracks by dumping the body in the most remote part of the docks. Had to make it look like an accident, Leo mumbled, his voice shaking, but he knew too much.
Yeah, with knife to the stomach doesn't look like an accident.
And the evidence against him mounting, the case was closed. The Moretti gang had a serious problem on their hands, and Leo had just become their biggest liability. Eric, Manny, and Marcus sat back in their office later that evening, nursing cups of coffee as the city buzzed outside.
Nursing?
Oh, yeah, I have a few things.
I
don't have an office. I don't work there.
Not a bad case, Marcus said with a smirk. Leo's going to be singing like a bird once we press it.
You get this man out of here.
And the Morettis, they'll be scrambling to cover their tracks. Manny grinned. I'm just glad we caught him before he could go into hiding. That van footage was the key. Eric leaned back in his chair, exhaling slowly. Another day, another case.
Shit.
But something tells me the Morettis won't go down without a fight. The three of them exchanged a look. They knew this wasn't the last time they hear from the Moretti gang. But for now, they solved the case of the man who died at the docks.
Kane, we need a part 2. Yeah. Kane, we need a part 2.
Can it be?
I would like to add, Tech Savvy Manny had no input on it. He said, damn.
Can it be Marcus being reinstated to the force? We don't know why he got unreinstated.
Eric, I've been on ChatGPT.
Quick on my feet.
Okay.
So I asked ChatGPT, hey, what do you think about the Sharpshooters? Are you talking about the Sharpshooters, the podcast network that covers wrestling, pop culture, and sports? If so, they're fun. They've got a fun, laid-back vibe and seem to know how to blend humor with commentary. They're a go-to for fans who want more personality in their analysis. All right. Or are you referring to something else? Let me know. I just typed in yes. Ah, cool. The Sharpshooters definitely have a unique charm. Their mix of wrestling talk with pop culture and humor feels like you're just hanging out with friends who love to geek out about the same thing. They've got that casual but that passionate energy that makes them relatable. Tell me what you think of the hosts. The hosts of the Sharpshooters bring a lot of personality to the show, which is part of what makes it work. Marcus, Manny, and Eric each have their own flavor. that balances things
How
out.
dare you?
Marcus seems like the heart of the operation. That is not true.
Hey! He says seems. Allow me.
Always
I'm
keeping
John
things
Lennon.
grounded. Always keeping things grounded while still throwing in humor. Manny has this dry, sarcastic edge that's hilarious, and Eric's energy feels like the wild card. Always adding something unexpected to this mix. They don't take themselves too seriously, which makes the show feel authentic. It's just three guys vibing, cracking jokes, and talking about what they love, whether it's wrestling or something random. That dynamic really connects with their audience. I've asked them individually what they think of us. Do you want me to go into that?
Hold on. I would like for AI to say that's what their audience for. I am not a member of those audience and never will be. It's not my taste. Now, go ahead.
I asked, what do you think of Marcus? They said Marcus feels like the steady captain of the ship. He's got this cool, level-headed demeanor, but still brings the laughs when he needs to. You can tell he's
100%.
passionate about wrestling and the show itself, but he's also the type to keep things on track when others go off on wild tangents. Fuck off!
Yes, ChatGPT! Yes!
Best BS I've ever seen in my life.
Finally, vindication!
He's like the glue that holds the chaos together while still being a fun part of it. He also seems to have a sharp wit. Sometimes his humor just sneaks up on you, which makes it even better. Definitely a solid anchor for the group.
Yeah.
Now they've spoken about you too, Eric.
Where is my money, guys? I want more money.
Eric feels like the unpredictable, high-energy spark of the group. Lie. He's the guy who keeps things lively with his off-the-wall comments and wild sense of humor. Whether he's going on a random rant or cracking a joke that no one saw coming, you never quite know what he's going to say. And that's part of the fun. He also seems to bring a lot of personality to the show, making sure it's never boring. You can tell he's passionate about what they're discussing, and he's not afraid to stir the pot a little, which keeps the dynamic entertaining. Manny feels like the sarcastic...
Wait, pause. Can I pause right now? I just want to say something real quick. ChatGPT is racist. They can't tell Marcus and I apart because it seems like Marcus' description was made for me, and Marcus' description...
What? You ain't no heart and soul. You ain't keeping it on track.
Marcus, look. Cade agrees.
Oh, come on. This is ridiculous.
I swear to God.
This is ridiculous. I'm keeping this all afloat.
Now, let's hear about the tech genius known as Manny.
Manny feels like the sarcastic, no-nonsense guy who keeps things sharp and funny. He has this dry wit that contrasts perfectly with Eric's energy and Marcus's steady approach. His humor often feels subtle but cutting in its best way. He's not afraid to call something out or roast a situation or even the other host in a hilarious way. He brings that straight shooter vibe. Pew pew. PFC.
You just lost your straight shooter vibe with that, man. You lost all your straight shooter vibe with your pew pew.
Which balances out the group dynamic really well. Plus, his takes often feel grounded even when things go off the rails. He adds a nice layer of humor and perspective.
Manny, okay. Last thing. Ask ChatGPT what they think of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show.
Okay.
Why are you doing this 23andMe with the ship podcast right now?
Well, because actually, let's be real. The review that they gave the Sharpshooters was actually a really nice review.
I want to hear a bad review of what though? Do they do that?
Yes, they will talk bad about you real quick.
The Untitled Manny and Marcus show has a fun and laid-back vibe, showcasing a more personal side of the duo. It feels like a natural spin-off where Manny and Marcus get to dig into topics beyond wrestling, offering their unique perspectives on pop culture, current events, and whatever else comes up. Manny's sarcasm and Marcus' steady, witty energy shine in this setup. It's like hanging out with two friends who just vibe off each other. They keep it casual but still engaging, which makes it a great listen for fans of their style. Plus, the name itself feels very them. It's unapologetically loose and fun. Makes us sound like an old vagina.
I would tell you to do a search for ETE, but it will say no results found.
But Well, Eric, I also said describe the three hosts, and then it's done it in like bullet points.
Oh no.
It said Marcus, role, the anchor of the group. Vibe, calm, collected, and sharp. He keeps the conversation moving, but doesn't shy away from throwing in some clever humor or a zinger.
Shit. Full of shit.
Strength.
I don't know why you're against my zingers and full of wit.
Strength.
So much. If you listen to me, you see all the wit that goes into this.
He's a steady hand, making sure the show stays structured even when things start to get chaotic. He's got a knack for balancing fun and focus. That's Eric.
Yeah, that's not Marcus at all.
Eric, roll the wild card.
No, that is Marcus.
Vibe, high energy, unpredictable, and hilarious. He's the guy who keeps you on your toes with off-the-wall comments and for flair for going on entertaining tangents. Strengths, he brings the laughs and spontaneity, keeps the show lively and unpredictable. That's Marcus.
That's Marcus. Racist
Manny, roll the sharp-tongued realist.
What? Sharp-tongued realist.
Tongue, Marcus. He tongue.
Sharp-tongued realist.
He'd make me sound like a sassy black woman.
You are. You're the key to lies.
Vibe, sarcastic, quick-witted, and blunt. He's not afraid to speak his mind, which often leads to some of the funniest and most brutally honest moments of the show. Strengths, his humor is razor sharp. And he keeps everyone grounded while still making things fun with his dry delivery. Together, they have a dynamic that blends Marcus's steady leadership, Eric's chaotic energy, and Manny's cutting wit. It's a trio that works because their differences balance each other out. I quite like that.
Manny. First of all, besides being real, it pretty summed you up pretty well. Marcus and I got completely different. Marcus is not who they say he was, and I'm not who they say I am.
I am. Shoot. Just walking around, leading this shit. Tired of this. Being an anchor, holding it down.
I did ask him to describe us on the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, but it's kind of similar.
Oh.
Although I believe they've switched us around because it says Marcus keeps things organized.
And once again, I don't know what it is about ChatGPT thinking Marcus organized stuff.
Because you know what I do. I do. You guys, I keep things on track.
He for about 2 months, and now next thing he's the most organized person on the show.
I keep things on track. I always go, let's go back to this. Let's do that.
No,
it's always me. It's always me.
Marcus keeps things organized, but still knows how to have fun. He's great at steering the conversation while throwing in quick-witted remarks that catch you off guard. He brings a level of calm to show, balancing Manny's blunt humor. His dynamic feels like the straight man. They're trying to call you homosexual, Marcus, in comedy terms. Someone who sets up moments for hilarity or keeps the momentum going when things go off track. Manny, the sarcastic realist with a brutally honest voice. Manny's humor is sharp and cutting, often delivering those moments where you can't help but laugh because it's so on point. He doesn't sugarcoat anything, which makes him refreshingly authentic. Nearly read that as autistic. Dynamic. he's the provocateur of the duo, pushing boundaries and keeping things interesting. His chemistry with Marcus comes from their contrasting approaches. Manny's no holds barred honesty paired with Marcus' smoother delivery creates a great balance.
Smooth delivery.
Together, the dynamic is what makes the show special. Marcus keeps it steady, and Manny keeps it spicy, creating that mix that's entertaining, unpredictable, and easy to listen to.
Take that. ChatGPT knows who I am. Smooth. A smooth operator. When Sade made that song, talking just about me. Leader. Captain America begs for me for advice on how to lead the Avengers. Just saying. I would be a better Captain America than the Black Falcon they got playing around in trailers right now. God damn it.
You ain't no leader. You're Professor X.
I get the kids to do what I want. I get the people to do what I want.
So I just want to point out,
terrible when you say the kids.
Marcus was down, but now he's back up because of ChatGPT. He was upset that he was the ex-cop, but now he the witty structure of the group.
I'm the ex-cop that does whatever the fuck he wants to do, apparently.
Eric, he's Seth Rollins.
He is.
He's Seth Rollins in this situation.
Just sing my song. That's all I care about.
No. You were down because he didn't want any of us helping Roman.
No.
get back into power.
I hope you guys enjoyed this 90-minute episode of the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. We made wonderful material out of what we was given to this week. And I didn't even talk that bad about AEW. I'm proud of myself.
You went on random rants throughout the show.
I don't think so.
You went on full 5-minute monologue.
Vargas, because of your organization and your ability to keep us on track, that never happened.
Goddamn right. You damn right.
Anyway, I'm Eric.
I'm apparently the tech guy. Lord Manny Hayes.
And I'm the ex-cop who's good at solving cases.
All right, until next week. Oh, actually, next week is a watch-along. Hook 'em horns. Can't wait for the Royal Rumble watch-alongs. And tune into these guys on Tuesday for the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, where they will talk about Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Until then, stay sharp. And code Manny Hayes. Code Manny Hayes. We out.
Name of his sex
Dutch
tape.
Manny Telly.